And we're back with the OEN's live coverage of the Smash Beer Lead Stocks at Aurora. Robert Truex currently leads the way, Michael White in second, and they're coming up on some back markers. Rob Ryder in the 56 and Mario Franchetti in the 4. They were both involved in the Lap 2 incident. That was also the only caution of the day so far. Now we're riding on board Rob Ryder's number 56, SAR. The leaders have already had to deal with lap traffic once today, and that was with Leslie Riggs in the 50. Their run-in with Riggs resulted in Chris Johans falling outside the top 10. I would like to note that during the commercial break, Jason Bates moved up to third behind the 2 and the 0. Let's hope that these lapped guys don't affect the leaders that much. And here they come. Rob Ryder moves up to the outside. Truex gets a run on him. Good driving by Robert Truex. It looks like he's going to get by the lappers without too much of a problem. Here comes Michael White. He sees an opportunity on the inside. I think he's going to catch right up to the 2. Jason Bates follows. Saw Tristan Roberts and Matt Scarano battling for 4th behind the leaders just a second ago. They're out of the camera range now. Michael White goes way to the inside. Robert Truex holds his line. And here comes Michael White. He's got a run on the 2. He's going to bring the 51 with him. I'm surprised at White. He was able to get a lot of speed while not running the preferred line. Who knows, maybe he's onto something. Bates follows Truex up on the outside. Coming out of turn 2, the 2 and the 0 are neck and neck. I can't really tell who has the advantage right now, but White has been very good in turns 3 and 4. Here he comes. He's going to blast by the 2. Bates looks like he's struggling to follow White, and I think it's going to cost him. Now he's battling with Truex for second coming out of turn 4 and across the stripe. These 3 are the fastest cars on the track right now. Jason Bates gets a run on Truex coming through turn 2. Now we're riding on board Bates. He's still neck and neck with Truex coming out of 2. Bates has the advantage, and he's going to get the spot. White and Bates are 2 guys who are really hungry for a win. Bates has been racing for about 6 years and has not won a single race, and White has not gotten a victory in about 2 years. Well, both the 51 and the 0 have a very good shot to win this, but if I had to pick, I would go with Bates. He has the fastest car right now. But they've also got Truex to deal with in the 2. I think he's got a couple more tricks up his sleeve. Tristan Roberts moves back into the 4th spot, and Todd Stater moves back up into the top 5. A good recovery by Todd Stater after getting held up behind the 50 and losing a bunch of spots. Well, not really a bunch. I'd say he was 6th or 7th at the lowest. Well, I guess I gave him a little too much credit. I thought he dropped back further than that, given that Johans fell out of the top 15. We're working 10 laps to go right now. Jason Bates is catching Michael White slowly but surely. But I think the 2 is starting to close the gap on the 51 a little bit. Michael White got away from Jason Bates a little coming out of the corner. But overall, I think Bates is faster. Truex is right on Bates' bumper coming through turn 1. Overall, Truex does have the fastest car in this group, but among White and Bates' battle, Bates is faster, as you mentioned earlier. Despite the differences in their cars, no one has a clear advantage right now. I think this is going to come down to a battle of wits and timing. You got to sneak up on your opponent and then pounce on him when he least expects it. Truex is hanging back just a little bit. He's going to let Bates and White fight it out. And then he's going to zoom right by them when they battle each other. I think Bates kind of peeked to the inside coming out of turn 2, but White has too much momentum. Bates is all over the back bumper of Michael White. Oh, I think he's starting to skate up the track. Here comes Jason Bates to the inside. He's got to run. That's a big part of racing right there, folks. You got to anticipate a mistake from your opponent, and when he does make that mistake, you swoop in and take advantage. That was a brilliant move by Jason Bates. Here comes Tristan Roberts and Todd Stater. They've caught right up to the leaders. Does Roberts have anything for Truex? Now Truex is working on Michael White. This is exactly what Bates wants to see. He's starting to open up quite a big lead over Truex and Roberts. I think Todd Stater got hung up behind the 0. White's dropped back quite a bit. I think he's given up. Yeah, I think White knew that Bates and Truex were much stronger than him, and once they were able to get by him, he just quit. Now I think he's going to try to salvage a top 5 finish out of this. Well, he's facing pressure from Roberts, Stater, and Scarano right now. Wow, Truex is really closing in on Bates. I think he's just toying with the 51 right now. Sweeney Pearson Motorsports has some of the best equipment in the garage. However, they haven't been able to capitalize on that until today. Wouldn't it be nice to see that 2 car back in victory lane? Yeah, last time that car won was back in 2006 with Andy Pearson. However, it would also be nice to see Jason Bates get his first win. This is the best opportunity he's had since Talladega last year. It would also be the first victory for Carl Incorporated Racing. That team formed in 2002. Jason Bates ran his rookie season with them, and they've been together ever since. Carl Incorporated only ran the 51 car until the 2007 season. They expanded to a 2-car operation. Their second car was the number 69. They hired James West to run that car. In fact, West almost won the season opener. He was edged out at the line by Harry Inola. And ironically, both West and Inola failed to qualify for this race. And then at the beginning of this season, Carlink formed a 3rd team, the number 52. Greg Stanton drives that car right now. However, I think Stanton has only made 2 starts so far. Yeah, Stanton hasn't performed very well so far. However, he did have a shot to win at Langhorne. Well, Jason Bates is just 3 laps away from getting that first win, both for himself and his team. Yeah, but he's facing a lot of pressure from that 2 car. Oh, Bates slides up the track. Here comes the 2! Bates and Truex are neck and neck, coming on to 2 laps to go. Who's going to lead? Truex! I bet Bates is kicking himself right now for letting Truex get under him. Here comes Tristan Roberts in the 29. I think he sees a chance to take second right now. I think the 51's mistake just handed Truex the race. Now Roberts and Stater are looking to get by the 51. There goes Roberts to the inside. Stater is indeed going to follow the 29. I think this could be Tristan Roberts' best career finish. Like Jason Bates, he has also never won a race. Roberts and Bates are still neck and neck coming through turn 1. Michael White makes a move on Stater, his own driver. Stater gets stuck behind the 51. Matt Scarano is going to follow the 0. Truex has about a 2-3 car length lead over Tristan Roberts. Roberts is starting to close the gap a little, but it's not going to be enough. Robert Truex takes his 4th career victory and 2nd of the season. This is also the first victory for Sweeney Pearson Motorsports, and I believe the 3rd of the season for a Colton Morel Nova. Junior Hardern had the 1st, and then Robert Truex had the 2nd at Texas World.